What if your child couldn't see clearly, and nobody knew, not their teacher, not their doctor, not even you? Here is the frightening part. For many children, vision problems don't look like vision problems. And by the time they're discovered, years may have already passed. Let's challenge a belief that millions of parents have. If my child had trouble seeing, they would tell me. Sounds reasonable. It is also one of the biggest mistakes parents make. Think about it. How can a child report blurry vision if they've never experienced clear vision? How can they compare what they see to what everyone else sees? They can't. A child who has always struggled to see the board may believe that is normal. A child who squints every day may assume everyone squints. A child who sits inches from a screen may not realize anything is wrong. Here is the reality. Children adapt. And sometimes they adapt so well that vision problems remain hidden for years. Meet Emma. She is 8 years old. Bright. Curious, funny. But something starts changing. Her teacher notices she is becoming quieter. Reading assignments take longer. She struggles to stay focused. Sometimes she seems distracted. Sometimes she avoids participating altogether. Her parents begin worrying. Maybe she is losing interest in school. Maybe she is spending too much time on devices. Maybe she is becoming lazy. Months go by. Grades slowly decline. Confidence disappears. Frustration grows. Arguments start at home. Then one routine pediatric eye exam changes everything. Emma isn't lazy. She isn't unmotivated. She can't clearly see the classroom board. For months she has been guessing, straining. Working harder than everyone around her. One eye exam. One diagnosis. One pair of glasses. Suddenly reading improves. Participation improves. Confidence returns. And everyone realizes the real problem had been hiding in plain sight. Here is what nobody tells parents. Vision problems often disguise themselves as completely different problems. A child struggling with vision may appear distracted. A child struggling with vision may seem disinterested. A child struggling with vision may be labeled difficult. Some children develop headaches. Some avoid reading. Some become frustrated with school. Others withdraw socially. Many parents focus on behavior. Teachers focus on performance. Meanwhile, the eyes never get checked. And here is the dangerous part. Vision plays a role in nearly everything children do: reading, learning, sports, communication, confidence, social development. When vision suffers, many other areas of life can suffer too. The problem isn't that parents don't care. The problem is that childhood vision issues are often silent. And silent problems are easy to miss. Why does this happen? Because the human brain is incredibly adaptable. Children don't constantly analyze their vision. They simply adapt to whatever reality they experience. Imagine listening to a radio filled with static every day. Eventually you stop noticing the static. The same thing happens with vision. Blurriness becomes normal. Eye strain becomes normal. Difficulty focusing becomes normal. The brain compensates. The child compensates. And everyone assumes everything is fine. Let me be clear, good parenting does not automatically reveal vision problems. Many attentive parents never notice anything unusual. That is why screenings and comprehensive eye exams exist. Not because parents are failing. Because children often can't identify the problem themselves. Quick question. Which is easier to detect, a child with a broken arm, or a child with blurry vision? The answer is obvious. A broken arm demands attention. Vision problems can quietly influence a child's future, while remaining almost invisible. That is what makes them so dangerous. Not because they're dramatic. Because they're hidden. So what actually happens during a pediatric eye exam? And why should parents care? First, let's clear up a common misconception. Eye exams aren't only about glasses. They're about visual development. They're about identifying issues before they become bigger problems. A comprehensive pediatric eye evaluation may assess visual acuity, eye alignment, focusing ability, eye health, depth perception, and other important functions. Most exams are child-friendly. Many feel more like games than medical procedures. Children may identify pictures, follow lights, read age-appropriate symbols, or participate in simple visual activities. The goal is gathering information, not creating fear, and here is where the story becomes important. Early detection changes outcomes. When certain vision conditions are identified early, treatment may be more effective because the visual system is still developing. That is why pediatric eye care professionals emphasize prevention and monitoring. Many parents wait for symptoms. But symptoms aren't always obvious. Some children never complain. Some children never realize anything is wrong. Some children simply adapt. This is why routine evaluations matter. Not because every child has a problem. Because some children do. And those children deserve the opportunity for early intervention. Think of it this way. You don't wait for severe tooth pain before visiting a dentist. You don't wait for a major problem before seeing a pediatrician. Eye health deserves the same level of attention. But there is one assumption that causes countless families to delay professional eye exams. And it sounds completely logical. Until you understand what it misses. The assumption is this. My child passed a vision screening at school. Therefore everything must be fine. Not necessarily. School screenings are valuable, very valuable. They help identify many children who need additional evaluation. But they are not the same thing as a comprehensive eye examination. Those two things serve different purposes. A screening is designed to identify potential concerns. A comprehensive exam evaluates vision and eye health more thoroughly. Here is the truth. Some vision issues are subtle. Some affect focusing ability. Some involve eye coordination. Some develop gradually. And some children compensate remarkably well. So well that problems can remain difficult to detect. This doesn't mean school screenings aren't useful, they absolutely are, but passing a screening does not guarantee that every aspect of vision is functioning perfectly. Parents deserve to understand that distinction because informed decisions lead to better outcomes. Now for the good news. Most childhood vision concerns are manageable. Many are treatable. And modern pediatric eye care has never been more advanced. The goal isn't fear. The goal is awareness. Awareness creates opportunity. Opportunity creates action. And action creates better outcomes. Imagine how different life becomes when a child can clearly see the board, clearly read a book, clearly participate in activities, clearly engage with the world around them. Sometimes the change is remarkable, not because the child suddenly became smarter, because they finally gained access to the visual information everyone else was already seeing. Parents don't need to become experts. They simply need to recognize that vision is a major part of childhood development. A child's eyes influence far more than eyesight. They influence learning, confidence, exploration, communication, and overall quality of life. That is worth protecting. If this video helped you see pediatric eye health differently, make sure you subscribe. This channel is dedicated to evidence-based health education designed to help parents make informed decisions for their families. Leave a comment below. When was your child's last eye exam? Did a vision evaluation ever uncover something unexpected? We'd love to hear your experience. And if there is another pediatric health topic you'd like us to cover next, let us know in the comments. Medical disclaimer. This video is intended for educational purposes only, and should not be considered medical advice. Always consult qualified healthcare professionals regarding personal medical concerns, diagnosis, screening recommendations, or treatment decisions. Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes the biggest obstacle holding a child back isn't motivation. It isn't intelligence. It isn't effort. Sometimes, it is simply something they can't clearly see.